Welcome to this week's JVA Coach to Coach Video of the Week, brought to you by NetLink Sports, the preferred court provider of the JVA.
Hi, I'm Scott Stover with 692 in Texas, and today I'm going to go over our dynamic warm-up with the help of one of our players, Reagan Sandlin. She is what year are you?
2021.
She's a 2021. I should say that our dynamic warm-up that we put together is with a lot of information from Stein Metzger from UCLA and Brooke Niles from Florida State. They basically did separate clinics and helped us put together bits and pieces of our dynamic warm-up, including theirs. So I should say that a majority of the information comes from those two guys. So our dynamic warm-up is basically 3 laps down to the net and back, and we do it before every practice. We try to teach our players to memorize this information so that they can do it on their own when we get to tournaments as a warm-up. So the first lap down is a lunge with your elbows up and back. You'll do a full lunge and then twist into your leg. There we go. We're just going to do about 2 reps of each one of these. So she's going to do that all the way down to the net. Going back, she's going to do a backwards lunge, reach her arm all the way up, and then lean over so that you get that stretch down the side. Perfect. So that's lap 1. Lap 2 is a sideways lunge. When you do this sideways lunge, it's really important here that her knee is pointing straight ahead so that your knee is in between your arms here. You don't want to have your knee pointing out like this. So she's going to do that sideways lunge. I should start back to the beginning again so they can see this. So do the first lunge here, and then the main part of this stretch is the adduction of pulling your leg in. So she's doing a sideways lunge and then dragging the sand in to pull that other step. There we go. That's the main part of it. The lunge is not the main stretch, the adduction is the main part. So on the way back from the second lap, she's going to do a quad stretch and then stretch your arm and reach up with that other side. A little bit more advanced version of this is to pull up on your toe. So as long as your balance is good enough, just pull up on a toe as you're doing the reach. That's our second lap. The third lap, this one gets complicated. Hold on. The third lap is a knee to chest and then elbow to instep stretch. You're gonna have to take a really big lunge out to get your elbow all the way to your instep. Put your hand next to your elbow and then open up. Go ahead and do it. Perfect. And then the third lap on the way back, you are doing a backwards one-legged RDL. When you do this RDL, make sure that your hips are staying straight and that you don't open your hips up. Like there's a stretch that I see people do all the time that involves that where they're opening up. You want to make sure that you're just doing an RDL, that you're staying straight ahead, your hips are staying straight ahead. So she's going to do a one-legged RDL and then put her weight, she's going to do a one-legged RDL, shift her weight back onto that back foot. This leg is straight, toe up, sweeping forward. Okay? So here, do another one of those.
Oh, wait.
Okay, so once you've done the 3 laps, the final part of our dynamic warm-up is figure 4s. So you'll just put your knee up, there we go, just pressing down on your leg, and you're just gonna do 10 of those. So our dynamic warm-up that we do every time we get to practice, we do those. We'll have everyone run a lap just to get warmed up in general. Then we'll do 3 of these dynamic warm-up laps and then finish with these 10 figure 4s, and that's the end of our dynamic warm-up. We then move to partnering up and warming up with our partner, but we'll talk about that at a different time. Thanks.
Thank you for watching the JVA Coach to Coach Video of the Week.